അത് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടെന്താ? അല്ലാ തരാകാര് എല്ലാ കുറേ ദേശമില്ല അല്ലല്ലേ ആക്കിന്റെ.
Do you know when humans become the most hopeless? Have you ever gone through such a phase? There is no one in the world more miserable than those who are ditched by disease and orphaned. In 2008, a group of social activists went to such people. It began from a palliative home care. Often people with no one to care, their eyes left with no more tears to shed. The people who lived a life of miserable pain. They all yearned for a shelter to escape from the sun and the rain. A thought in this regard led to the formation of Tunnel, meaning shelter. The abandoned and the fallen in the streets were brought to Tunnel. The founders were firm that it would not be called a destitute home. Hence, Tunnel became a reality. It became a solace for the depressed. Thanks to kind-hearted people, Tunnel today has become a beacon of light for those who are hapless to dream a better life. We spotted Muthulakshmi on the streets. The wounds on her feet were infested with worms. It was such a horrible sight. Our volunteers embraced her, and ever since, Tunnel has been Muthulakshmi's abode of solace. Muthulakshmi is just one of the many who writhe in pain and agony. Here is a mother who had to eat her own stools when hunger struck her. She was in such an awful state when Tunnel embraced her. There are tunnel homes in Kannur, Coorg of Karnataka and Edacheri. There are people awaiting our care and love. Aren't they ourselves? Don't they deserve our help? Who has expelled these HIV-affected people out of life? They were pushed into the streets after germination of the grave disease. Can we close our eyes towards these HIV-affected people? tunnel is also a determination that assures that my role will be done. Many of the people coming from different backgrounds have joined the ranks of tunnel to spread wings of solace for the orphaned. They are safe under the wings of tunnel. The past 11 years were not a short period for tunnel. It is a success story of embracing and aligning. There are more than 10,000 who have sought shelter under tunnel. There are more than 300 members in the tunnel family spread across Edacheri, Kannur, Kozhikode and Coorg. Their dreams and hopes are listening to the kind-hearted. At Tunnel, we can become their son, daughter, sibling or loved one. The task of Tunnel, and of course ours, is not limited to these. Now Tunnel abodes are rising at Thiruvananthapuram, Bangalore, Kannur and Thrissur. Thousands will sleep there with a relieved heart to dream life anew. What is worthier than their prayers for us? Tunnel is a solace for those who are in despair and helpless to find money for dialysis. The eyes which well up seeing the plight of others illuminate this earth. In 2001, people with such eyes formed a people's collective named People's Dialysis Fund. Much deliberations were put on the distance covered, the debts incurred and the careers dropped by the children of the grief-stricken.
തണലിന് ഡയാലിസിസ് ഫ്രീ ആയി ചെയ്ത് കിട്ടുന്നുണ്ട്.
The idea of a dialysis center near to every patient was born thus. Now, there are 31 dialysis centers, out of which 23 are in Kerala and 7 are in Karnataka and 1 at Puducherry. This is India's largest dialysis network, which offers treatment to thousands of kidney patients daily. Tunnel facilitates kidney transplantation for the deserved by joining hands with ICRA Hospital at Kozhikode. The first kidney transplantation under the scheme was done to a Yemeni patient. This path of solace does not end here. Tunnel is stepping into a bigger dream to come true in the year 2021. 30 more dialysis centers along with the existing ones will become awareness centers to organize campaigns, exhibitions and discussions to realize the dream of a kidney disease Mukt Bharat. See, what is there on the earth more cherishable than a smile on the face of the cured? Let's join hands with Tunnel. Every penny we spend are keys to unbounded happiness. We are inviting social workers who dream of a space to educate and train 800,000 differently able children of Kerala. These kids are not praying for sympathy, but are in need of training that enables them to live a life with confidence. They need a charis of understanding and scientific scheme of learning. The tunnel volunteers were in search of solutions for them. They could learn that these children need training as imparted in Western countries. New experiences, new topics. Each day had new thoughts. At the outset, Tunnel ensured availability of therapists at hospitals where such kids were born. It was based on the idea of monitoring since birth. An efficient team comprising doctors, psychologists, teachers, trained in helping children with autism, cerebral palsy, mentally retarded, visually and hearing impaired, and other differently abled areas, along with parents, was formed. This team infused energy to overcome limitations in such children. Such children are monitored since pregnancy to their birth. The close monitoring and training imparted during the first 6 years of the child impact significant changes. It equips the differently abled children to get trained in different areas, including sports and arts. Dreams do not end there. These children deserve an independent life and require a training in jobs. These kids will achieve their goals with Tunnel. There are more than 1,000 differently abled kids learning at Tunnel. Special schools are run at Kozhikode, Kannur, Kuttiyadi and Edacheri. This project is planned in 3 more districts. Dear friend, join hands. Let's join these kids. Let's become the Almighty's dearest by helping them. How could a mother describe the moment she hears the call, Mom? So what will be the pain inflicted on a mother when she finds that her child cannot speak? Tunnel nurtures the dream of mothers yearning to hear their child speaking through speech therapy. Words are brought from them by imparting therapy to develop their physical ability. We should stand with them in this scheme. There are many paraplegic persons in Kerala. Initially provided caring and solace are not continued after learning that the condition cannot be changed. Tunnel workers go to such paraplegic persons at this stage. When the guardian of the home is bedridden, the family becomes deprived of income. The matters related to the education of children and household expenses will bother the patient. Hence, it is with greater goals that Tunnel joins hands with these families. If we could help a bedridden man to stand up, that will take him back to normal life. Those who are depressed after being stricken by disease should be helped to rise once again and do basic things at their own will. They can be made efficient to do small jobs on their own and reclaim the confidence lost in the families.
എൻ്റെ പേര് ജസീല. ഞാൻ കെട്ടിടത്തിൽ നിന്ന് വീണതാണ്. ഇപ്പോൾ 3 വർഷം കഴിഞ്ഞു. ഞാൻ വിചാരിച്ചത് സ്പൈനൽ കോഡിന് പറ്റിയാലും പിന്നീട് എണീക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല, ബെഡിൽ തന്നെ ആവുന്നായിരുന്നു. ഇവിടെ വന്നപ്പോഴാണ് അതിനൊരു ചേഞ്ച് ഉണ്ടായത്. എന്നെപ്പോലെ ഒരുപാട് ആൾക്കാരുണ്ട്, എന്നെക്കാളും നന്നായിട്ട് മറ്റുള്ളവർക്ക് പറ്റുമായിരിക്കും.
Paraplegic centers are running at Kuttikatur of Kozhikode and at Edacheri, Kanyi Road of Kannur district. Please identify those bedridden persons as ourselves. He is still dreaming of a life in his bed. To rise and to support his family and bring back happiness in the house. These dreams are shared through our collective. An acute neuro-rehabilitation center is about to start near ICRA Hospital with better facilities to realize these dreams. You know Velayudan in Irutinde Atmava, written by M.T. Vasudevan Nair. We were deeply haunted by the helplessness and agony of a man bounded to chains. There are many mentally challenged people in houses around us undergoing this misery. There are many others who have recovered completely from their illness but not yet taken back to their homes as their families fear them being a burden and thus are still living in mental hospitals, including the one at Kudiravattam. We are bound to treat these unfortunate people who have lost their minds. It is not charity, but a duty. Tunnel is executing this duty through 12 community psychiatry centers at different places run by the collectives of social workers. The construction of such a center is progressing in Kozhikode, where 60 patients can be treated simultaneously. Those who have recovered have to be rehabilitated into midway homes. They have to be trained with hand skills. Thus, the strength to face the life has to be infused in them. They have to be repatriated with their own home and life. Those who face physical and mental challenges will be taken care of by their parents up until a time. However, after their parents' demise, these people get deserted. We, the society, are responsible to impart the same affection and care they used to get from their parents. It is with this same objective we set out to stand together with those who have lost everything in the deluge. More than 300 houses are built across Coorg and Kerala. Many partially destructed houses are repaired. Drinking water systems were disinfected. We stood shoulder to shoulder with those who have lost everything they had. There is a lot more what you have just witnessed beyond the bounds. The journey through life is an unending one. From children to elders, there is an array of raw lives ahead of us. They stretch out their hands to listen to our reliable words, so that with our hearts and a portion of our efforts, we can embrace them like a dear one. Tunnel is not capable of walking alone when the society unitedly leads the way. A shade of kindness shall fall over the agonizing burdens of several thousands of people.